I think there are very nuanced differences for me in how I define feminism. And a lot of that, I think, is how this American society has defined feminism through the lens of a white woman. You know, some people grew up and they saw Gloria Steinem as the face of feminism, while Shirley Chisholm was completely erased from that, you know, feminism storyline and history. And so I think feminism has taken on a different perspective today. And like, how do we define feminism now? Because some people say, no, feminism was all about like going out there and getting in the workforce, you know? And I think feminism is about choice. It's like what you want to do. If you want to work and build a career, that is feminism.
I agree.
But some men have, you know, tried to define, and I even see women buying into this with these like YouTube videos on how to be a high value woman. And, you know, like our entire identity is on how we're valued by men. How do you define feminism, Carla?
I think for me, it is my choices. It's having the power to make the choices that I want to make, not thinking about other people.
Movie Barbie. Everybody's talking about the movie Barbie.
I saw Barbie. Now I am menopausal, so my whole life is a scavenger hunt. So I don't remember the movie, but but it is. But I also am a woman with a lot of male energy. I will own that. So I'm also in a field with a lot of men.
What does that mean, male energy?
I have. I'm not a frilly girl. I'm a maker. I like to do things with my hands. I'm a take charge kind of person. I come into a moment. I'm not a wilting flower. And I will walk into a room and assess a situation, and I'm like, okay, they need a leader. I will be that leader. I mean, and typically that's male energy. And it is not necessarily men. And also in working in food, there's also these conversations about male chefs versus female chefs, and they want female chefs in the kitchen. And but I think it's male energy versus female energy. I mean, I know men who have a lot of female energy in their food, and you eat their food, and you're like, oh my gosh, I know this man loves his mama. You know, and I just love it. And then you can taste the love, right? And then I think female energy is very nurturing. Male energy tends to be egoic, and not that I'm egoic, but when you have a plate of food that is all about the way that it's presented, and it's about the look versus the taste and nurturing, that's male energy versus female energy on a plate. I think I cook with female energy. I think that I move through the world with a little bit in my business with male energy.
You know, I when you said that, I'm thinking about that. Do I have male energy? I think I have perhaps some male energy in the sense of it depends on the man. I will quote the amazing Jill Scott, and she says, "If you can tell me what to do, you can tell me what to do. If you can't tell me what to do, you can't tell me what to do." Okay. So if you want me to have some feminine energy, come to me with your male energy. You know, like I can't be the realist at the table. It's only one woman in the relationship. You know, it's
if that's my husband's a woman and this is his relationship.
But that is in traditionally defined roles. Yeah. I think, you know, with younger generations, like you're a traditionalist, but there are some younger people who, you know, feel differently. Like I honestly thought these roles would be reversed. I thought that, you know, our seasoned panelists would be the traditionalists, our younger person would be, no, I have no such ideas about that's all old fashioned, you know? So I think, you know, you both are maybe anomalies in that sense, or maybe there's just more people who feel that way who I don't know. But I think in terms of men desiring this, it's like, if you want to be my king, you better be ready to wear that crown, because that comes with a lot of responsibility. And I for me, I'm like you. If there is no leader, then I'm going to be the leader. It's only one of these in the relationship, and I got that covered, you know? So if you want to come and have yours swinging through, then swing it through, you know? Yeah. Because if not, we gonna pull it out on the table, and if mine is bigger, it's a problem. It's a problem. It's not a good dynamic in a relationship.
Well, it's not a good dynamic if you don't understand the people. My husband is very nurturing, very
Can't that be male energy though? Like, why can't that be
but
considered?
he has male and female energy. In certain instances, he's a Cancer. He's a touchy-feely gang.
Yes.
I'm a Taurus. I'm a bull.
I'm an Aquarius. I don't know what that means.
But I feel, but it works in our relationship. There's a balance. There's an ebb and flow in our relationship. And so it is not based on the roles that other people say. You have to find your own roles in your own relationship. I think after this conversation, I mean, that's what I'm going to walk away with. There is nothing that is typical about anyone's roles, gender, I think with feminism, and I think feminism, I want choice. That's what I want.
Yeah, I think that's key. Feminism is choice.
Yeah, it's a woman's right to choose.
Yeah.
You can choose anything.
Yeah.
All the options we can choose because men have had the right to make their decisions for ages. And so now it's our time.
Yeah.
I agree with that. What if you never meet anybody, Kim? What if you go through life, you have this idea about how you want a family to look? I wish for you to find love. So I don't want to project that on your life, but let's just say there are a lot of wonderful, beautiful women like yourself who, you know, decades go by and maybe they never find anybody for whatever reason. Would you be okay by yourself and providing for yourself?
Absolutely.
Obviously, you're a capable young woman, and for that part, I mean, emotionally, spiritually.
Absolutely. If I, God forbid, never met anyone, you know, again, I'm still at my foundational period of my life. And this is why I'm so selfish about pouring into myself and building something for myself, because I want to know at the end of the day, I have me.
Mm-hmm.
And so I want to know at the end of the day, no matter what happens, you could find someone and lose them. That is just the reality. You know, I could have a beautiful family with someone and then, you know, the man is no longer in the picture. So then who takes care of the kids? Mm-hmm. And so I always want to make sure that for me, I'm in a position, I know that I want to be a mother, that I can be a mother regardless if there is a man in the picture or not. And so I would be absolutely fine.
Okay. Well, I believe that about you. Carla, I would like to ask you before we close the show, you've heard my thoughts. You've heard Kim's thoughts. Let's start with Kim. What advice would you offer Kim as she ventures out into this world of finding a life partner as it relates to gender roles?
I think you're on your way, but I think the main thing is to become the person you want to meet. You have to see yourself. You have to be the person to see yourself. So become the person you want to meet. Yeah.
And you will meet yourself in a relationship. It's nothing like a man. They will reflect back to you who you are.
Yeah.
And what is your advice for yours truly?
I think intuitively, you know what came to me?
What?
I didn't. It's let go of the reins. It's because I think that you are a strong woman. I think that you will find the person. You will never settle, but there's a part of you that has to let go of something, you know. But you can have it all. You can do all the things. I don't know if they're going to be more than what you are. Are you okay with that?
What does it mean that not to be
I mean, I don't think that, what do I mean? And you've already said that you don't care if they make less, they just have to have their own thing.
Yeah, so they can't be broke.
They can't be broke.
Yeah, not at this age.
But also a broke man is not gonna, you're never gonna take care of a man, which is okay.
Yeah.
Which is okay. I think it's just about being open to what that person is. And so, you know, because I think what it takes in relationships is flexibility. It took me 5 years to become a we. So that is my dynamic. So the longer you are single, the longer it takes to become a we. I was a me in my relationship for 5 years. I literally could walk away at any moment. It took me 5 years to become a we. To become a we is a process. Yeah.
That I receive.
Yeah.
To become a we is a process.